Hello folks, welcome back to the show, welcome back to the channel. I'm doing a very special video due to some backlash. If you already heard in the news, Tencent, Activision, Blizzard, and all of that issue due to what's going on in the protests with Hong Kong and wanting to keep their independence against greedy China. So I'm getting this conversation, and this is going to be a big one because I spent at least like an hour on this. So let's get in this conversation. This whole thing started with the Hong Kong protests and stuff like that, but that's a separate thing for a separate issue. But I'm gonna get fast forward to the topic at hand. Hearthstone player Blac Corp was banned. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, sir, but you understand what the message is in this video. He was banned a year after openly advocating for Hong Kong to keep its independence against China's greedy hands, and Activision was quick to ban the guy for a year, like I said, take away his winnings that he won from that legitimate tournament, fired the two broadcasters who, from sources to source, were cahooting or telling the guy to talk about Hong Kong while hiding under their desk. And you can find many outlets that would speak about it, and that just seemed messed up to me too. From that, people starting to dig into Activision's Hearthstone tournament rules and stuff, and in their 2019 Hearthstone Grandmasters rules, I think version 1.4 part 12 sections 6.1, it pretty much decreed that Blizzard can ban or punish anybody for pretty much anything. You can accidentally sneeze or cough or accidentally while playing the game, and Blizzard, if they're in a bad mood, not Blizzard, Activision Blizzard, if they're in a bad mood, they can just ban you for that, which is kind of stupid, and it's dumb because pretty much, cause I got all of Tencent, pretty much all of Tencent's gaming, I guess, shares or whatever in each company, and I think Tencent's own like 5 shares in Activision, and it's like, you doing all this for 5 shares that Tencent owns. It scares me what they would do if it was like more shares than that, because that's 5 shares. Are you kidding me? Tencent also owns shares in the following companies. Bear with me. Grinding Gear Studios, Grinding Gear Games. Sorry, that's 80%, which is majority. Miniclip, don't know the exact number, but people are saying it's minority stake. Riot Games 100% because they just took that over. Glue Mobile 14.46%. Epic Games, it depends on the source. Some say it's like 40%, some say it's 45%, but minority percent. Activision Blizzard 5%. Ubisoft 5%. Paradox Interactive 5%. Supercell, I don't know what company that is, but it's interesting. 64.3%. Timmy Studios, the Call of Duty mobile developer, whatever, they Tencent's own that company outright. So those companies right there, all those companies right there, have some kind of stake in video game history. Activision pretty much being like Activision, Epic being pretty much the top 2 in that list that people know of. From that list, though, however, Activision's CEO and leaders, whatever, they're not opening up. They're not saying anything about this because pretty much they only care about the money. I know pretty much the developers, from what I'm hearing from other sources like Upper Echelon Gaming, Legacy Killer HD, if I'm mispronounced, I'm sorry, my friend, Andrew Joe, all the developers in Blizzard and Activision, they're pretty much mad because some of them are in support of the Hong Kong protests and the young man who won the Hearthstone, but they can't do nothing about it. I know a few employees went out to, I believe there's like a big statue in front of the headquarters of Activision Blizzard, and they started covering up each plaque that has something on it, like think globally, every voice matters, stuff like that. So if you do look on Twitter, look on social media, anywhere, you will see people are covering that up because they know what's going on and they're not stupid. From that though, into the NBA, which is kind of weird because that's a weird transition. The Rockets Jr., I'm not gonna name his name because I don't want nobody going out there harassing him. If you one of these people, they are cucks. He's pretty much openly supporting the Hong Kong revolution against China, and for that, China decided they're gonna tear down the banners of the Rockets from China, which okay. And resulting with that, Nike pulled all the Rocket shoes from the China web store, whatever. And I mean, you can easily get that from somewhere else with VPN, which I know plenty of people in China got VPN. So you just making like an extra step for those people just to get the shoes. And it's kind of petty for you to do that. It's pretty stupid. Some people might not know what like Tencent owns and stuff. So I went through, I found pretty much 13 conglomerate divisions, endeavors, ventures, whatever Tencent owns. And one of them is just the music award. So bear with me. Tencent owns Tencent Pictures. You can guess what that is. Movies, stuff like that. Tencent Videos, a streaming site, something like Netflix probably. Tencent Comics, an animation platform, which I think is the largest one in China or in the Asian market, something like that. Just giving the scope how Tencent is reportedly connected to the Chinese government, you can see how that works out. Tencent owns QQ Music or WQ Music, one of the two. It's a joint venture, however, with Spotify, which from what I'm hearing, Spotify was like losing money. So how is it losing money if it's working with a greedy company like that? And with that, however, these two working together under this one company. They're working with Sony, Warner Music Group, and YG Entertainment. So it's pretty much just in China. So in China, they own all of that. Even if you say, I own the masters, rights to all of this, if you do it in China, China owns it, which is kind of weird and backwards. The next one is JOOX. It's the largest music streaming site in the Asian market, which is kind of weird because they got multiple streaming sites just like that over there. Another one is Pawpaw.com. It's an e-commerce site. I don't know what's on there, but to me it might seem like it's Amazon or eBay, something like that. I don't know. I didn't dig deep into it, but when I do, I'll let you know. Next one is Tenpay. Tenpay is pretty much their version of PayPal. Self-explanatory. Tencent Credit. I guess on banking system or credit system, which is kind of weird. We sure. It's an internet insurance company. I'm not sure if they cover the people or they cover, I guess, your technology and stuff like that. I ain't going that deep into it because this is a super company. Foxmail is a freeware email service provider. Okay, it's not free if it's in China. Tencent Maps, Google Maps, pretty much. WeBank, WeChat, and WQ Music Awards, which is, as I said before, they own QQ Music, so go hand in hand. From that though, however, there's some clever work I went into finding this information going through Twitter. I'm gonna post a link in the description of all these companies from other countries, whatever, how they're helping China. So if you know any of these companies, my best guess is just ditch the stuff and get an alternative, because these people are no good and they only out for the money. So the first one, and I'm not sure this can be a recurring thing with this one. Apple censored the Taiwan flag emoji. You understand why? They tried to censor the Hong Kong protest map, but the backlash against that, they kept it in. So Apple, you know what it is, greedy. Also, Apple pretty much handed over, let's see, iCloud data and encryption keys to China, which that's a major red flag, because that means China can go through any of your stuff and you have no say into it. So for me, that's why I switched to another brand of phone, to the Android, with plenty of security stuff on there, because Apple, people say Apple is a lot safer than Microsoft, but reading that right there, no. I'd rather have the United States government have my data than China, because I don't trust China over there, because they don't make stuff that lasts. Their stuff is cheap and they break easily. Next up is the banned shoes. They censored pro Hong Kong democracy designs in the shoe contest. My thing is, Vance, you pretty much have no leg in this stake. You have no stake in this whole issue. I mean, you sell sneaker shoes. Whoop-de-doo. There's Converse and Adidas and other shoe companies that do the same thing. So you doing that, it's not hurting anybody. The NBA tried to hide the Rockets GM tweets and stuff like that, but PR had them backpedaling, downplaying what they did and stuff like that. So people, you see these companies, they try to play both sides. They try to appease China, but yet they try to hide what they're doing. Then when people get a hold of it, oh, we gotta backpedal now. We gotta double down. We gotta be nice to our own customers. So it's like, you're willing to do all these things just to get a foothold in China. Really? Is that really worth it? That's like selling your soul to the devil. Do you really want that? No, you don't. If you got common sense. Disney forced their ESPN reporters to castrate and publicly slander and destroy the Rockets GM credibility and speculation and stuff like that, and they didn't even bring up the tweet. So let me give you this. The Rockets GM, this guy was managed to get Russell Westbrook and a few other big names onto the Rockets to make it a more of a playoff championship threat. Before then, it was just one or two people. Now they have a big three of their own, so to speak, in Houston because of this GM. I don't think this guy is stupid. I know what he's doing. He's using his brain, he's using his heart, and he's not full of this BS that's going on, that's in the NBA and all these greedy companies. From that though, however, Paramount Pictures, whatever else you want to call it, they censored the Taiwan jacket in the recent Top Gear movie, whatever. It's like, that movie just came out this year and you already doing stuff like this? That's quite shady, and it shows how much you're desperate for money. Mercedes-Benz, they apologize for hurting uncaring and unknowing Chinese people for quoting the Dalai Lama, blah blah blah, and all that issue. The Dalai Lama, people are saying he's have more power than the Chinese government. The Chinese government don't like the Dalai Lama, so they exile him. So anything that has to do with Taiwan, Tibet, or anything like that, the Chinese government doesn't want to hear about it. Heck, they even got a law that says you can't reincarnate, come back if you die. So that's how twisted and stupid they are. American Airlines, not just the American Airlines, American-based airlines, all did any mention to Taiwan, which Taiwan is not Hong Kong. So I don't get that. But whatever. Audi apologized for using the wrong map of China that left off Taiwan. I don't mean nothing. It's stupid. TikTok censoring any mention of Chinese evil past, like that Square incident. I forgot the name of it, but you can find it out, and other stuff like that. Marriott apologized for listing Taiwan as an independent country instead of Taiwan, China, which sounds really stupid. And they also fired an employee who liked a Tibet tweet. So I'm pretty sure that employee or employees can find a lawyer to sue the company for that, because that person is doing something in their own time. They're not harming anybody. So you fire somebody over that, that's kind of stupid. And that makes a good court case. And if that court case doesn't go in the favor of that employee, guess what? It's a scary precedent of what goes on in this world. I would say Audi. Nike removed the shoes. I said that already. Apple handed over the encryption. Told you that. Marriott. Told you that. So pretty much, I just went through 13 incidents of other companies appeasing China. 13 of these other companies, and some of these are internationally known big brands and stuff like that. So it shows you that these companies do not care about the customers. They don't care about good personal relations, public relations, being on the consumer side of anything. They only care about the money. And there's a saying that's been going on for a few years now: once you go woke, you go broke. There's a reason why the Star Wars movies are pretty much terrible now. There's a reason why most people don't even watch the movies. There's a reason why Rotten Tomatoes changed their whole algorithm, because people were, I guess, saying they're not going to see Captain Marvel, and Disney was spending, I'm pretty sure, millions, if not billions of dollars to have Rotten Tomatoes and Metacritic and all that stuff change the stuff to appease them. Even then, the movie still sucked. And the reason why I don't use those two sites is because the critics don't mean nothing to me. The critics can say these movies are 100%. If I go a movie and it's nothing but feminism and all this SJW BS, guess what? I'm not gonna like it, and I'm gonna vote down on it. And the thing is, you can't go on my social media and tell me I can't say whatever I want on there. Why? Because it's my social media. Yeah, it might be technically owned by Twitter or whoever, but guess what? I still got my phone number. I can still post videos on YouTube or wherever else and get my voice out there. You can't do that in most of these other countries, and not many people in the United States. I'm gonna take that back. The minority of people in the United States do not take their liberties, their rights for granted. It's the ones who wake up every morning, who every night watch CNN, Fox News, all this other stuff, and they talk about, or how the left is this or the right is that and this and that. It's like, it's a destruction of common sense, and it's a destruction of humanity in this world, because so many people are pretty much in a 1984 dystopia in their head already with this programming, watching these news companies who just gonna feed you fears and nightmares, when there's pretty much a lot more good things out there in the world. But that people want to let you know about. But some of these people are just too freaking lazy to look at it. They can use the internet to look up the weather, look up movie time, stuff like that. But they can't use the same technology to go on the internet and look at recent news, what's going on in the world, stuff like that. Because it's not just the United States, it's everywhere in the world. The mass majority are freaking lazy people who only are self-centered, care about themselves, and believe, oh, that happens to them. That's not going to happen to me. Which, if you look through history, anytime somebody's had that stupid mindset, it happens to them. Poland, they was helping Germany and stuff go in World War War One and early wars than that. Guess what happened? Germany turned right back around and took them in 1941. And guess what happened? Not many people cared. Why? Because Poland was helping Germany out in the first place. But now target's on them. Oh, come save us. No. You was helping and abiding Germany doing all that stuff. So why helping them? And so many people do not wake up. They take anything for fact value, don't double check it, and they believe everything that's been fed to them is correct. People say Bin Laden was this and that. They don't take into consideration that during the Cold War, the United States was funding Al-Qaeda, funding Bin Laden, funding Saddam Hussein, and all these other quote-unquote bad guys. You don't see that in the news because too many people are not waking up, and they're perfectly fine listening to what the news tell them without doing fact checking for themselves. And when you tell them like, well, it don't matter now, blah 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 blah, it's like it should matter because you haven't heard the saying, history repeats itself, and it goes on and on and on every decade, every millennium, every century. But yet people are too freaking stupid to understand that. You can have the most modern textbooks, the most modern tablets with all the history in there, and you can still fail history class because people are too freaking stupid to read, comprehend what's in the message in the book or on the tablet or online, and use that to everyday application. It don't work in this way anymore because people are getting dumber, they're getting stupid, they're getting lazy, and after a while, it's like, why even bother helping these people? So if you want to give money to those companies that I just listed, go right ahead. Do what you gotta do. Just know that you're just helping the idiots, you're helping the enemy, and you do all these things. Me, Apple, the only two Apple products I have is the iPhone 5 that's broken. To wear and tear. Use iPod from somebody bought on eBay, like 64 gigs. I don't use that for just music and podcasts. I don't use it for anything else. So I don't buy new Apple stuff. I don't buy none of that stuff because I don't got time for that BS and stupidity. People like Apple, they try to trick people for years. Oh, there's nothing wrong with your phone. You just need to upgrade. Guess what happens? They got busted because they was messing with the battery so it can decrease at a certain time. There was a guy on YouTube, I cannot find him. I found him like months ago, where he can repair pretty much anything, and if he cannot repair it, he will not charge you for anything. He even said before Apple started doing these things, I could fix all their products. Now I can do because they proprietary, whatever the word is, all their items, so you have to go to their store, pay all these crazy prices just to get the phone fixed. And it don't really make sense if you look at it. If your phone breaks or cracks or whatever, you have to pay $100. Then you go to the next phone the next year, and it's like $500. So pretty much you out of $600 over a stupid phone that doesn't have any groundbreaking new technology in it, whereas other companies are innovating and doing better things with their phones. Like for me, I can see how Apple's getting billions of dollars from like iTunes and other products, but from the phones, I don't see how it works. But it is what it is, man. It's just freaking stupid. NBA. The last NBA thing I have is like 2K19, and I don't even use VC, virtual currency, or use my real money to buy extra coins or whatever to level up in the game. I don't do that. Now, if it's like a sale for like maybe $5-10, yeah, I do that because I probably might play like the older titles, the older games where it wasn't so heavy on loot boxes and stuff like that. Now I just play in my league because I can create myself in my league, and from my league I can just play as myself in my league and do whatever I want to do. I don't want any advanced shoes, so I'm fine with that. I don't wear any Nike shoes or whatever like that. I don't watch Disney products. I don't care for Disney or anything like that because of their whole agenda and stuff like that. So pretty much almost all of these on here, I'm not even affected by it because I see the BS going on and I'm not going to be a part of it. America, I don't even travel on planes, so I'm definitely safe from that. Mercedes-Benz, I don't even own a Benz. I own a 2000 Ford Mustang. I don't need all these high-tech stuff and stuff like that. TikTok, I don't use TikTok. Marriott, if I use Marriott, somebody else is paying for my room, stuff like that. Like if I'm going with a family or something like that. But yeah, man, it's just freaking sad right now. I'm gonna save this document that I typed all this information in, and I pretty much post it somewhere for you guys because it's very scary how many people are appeasing China. And the last time you appeased a dictator, you saw what happened. So it's not gonna look good because for me, I really do feel Taiwan and Hong Kong are going to be the catalyst for World War III because this same thing happened back with Germany in Second World War, and tensions are getting high with Crimea and Russia and stuff like that. So I think this is going to be the tipping point, and it's just freaking stupid. So if you got a brain like me and you're not for this stuff, congratulations, you're not in the majority of idiots. If you are in the majority of idiots, you just can't afford it at this point. You can just get mowed down, and you allow people with common sense to outflank these idiot greedy companies and corporations and countries and rebuild anew. Take it like Switzerland. Don't get involved if you don't see yourself winning, but prepare yourself for the worst. So it is what it is, man. It's just freaking sad that this is 2019. Many people are still not using the technology at hand to better themselves, but it is what it is. Do what you gotta do. This video gonna be very long compared to all my other videos, but I don't care. So, you know my saying is, I'm always say it because it's true, and at this point, it's going to get really scary. Stay out of the blast radius, folks. I mean it. I'm serious. Stay out of blast radius. You might just get burned. So, this is an important video. I want you to comment, share, subscribe, what you got to do to get the word out there, and be more aware, be more active in your daily life. This is BlastBoxx TV. Peace out.